Oh, you don't hear me? See, that's what's messing a lot of folk up in church. See, you can't have an analytical mind when you're following God, not by faith. Because see, if you got an analytical mind, your analytics will tell you 1, 2, 3, after 3 comes 4. But God may bless you by 1, 2, 10. You don't hear me? Yeah. You, according to your analytical mind, you may look at A, B, C, and God may say A, Z. And if you got to have it a certain way, you'll miss God. Look at it here. Look at it here. God, there's a crisis in the land. Elisha hears the voice, but he obeyed God. How many times God has spoken to you and said something crystal clear to you that you knew was God, but you start analyzing. You know, now I haven't always preached. I've been preaching a while, but now I'm 45, so that means, you know, I got some years in the world. And when I was in the world playing cards, at the card game, we used to say, if you study long, you'll study long. Sometimes you just got to get up and go. Oh, you don't hear me? Sometimes you can't analyze that thing as long as you know that you know that you know. God said, if God said it, that's it. So God tells the preacher, he says, go to the brook. There I have commanded the ravens to feed thee. You know, she's not here tonight, but I have a daughter in the Lord, one of our spiritual daughters, who I always kind of allude to this when I talk about, you know, uncompromising obedience. Now, don't look at me wrong, Tim. I'm a bad pastor. I'm not a dictator, but I am a good shepherd. But we were counseling her to get married, and throughout the counseling, I discovered that her proposed fiancé was not saved. And as her shepherd, because I read the word, you know, God had a problem. You know, we don't just talk about, you know, tithe and stuff when it comes to Malachi, but if you read the whole chapter of Malachi, it was because, you know, the priest was allowing these people to marry folk that wasn't saved. You know what I mean? And so knowing the word of God, I said to him, I said, well, look, you know, I can't continue with this until you let me give you to Christ. If you don't accept Christ, we can't go any further. And I said, look, because I love my daughter so much and I know she trusts me, I said, I'll even give a little bit of a compromise. I said, I'll let her lead you to God, and if she tell me, I know she ain't gonna lie to me. If she said, Pastor, he accepted Christ, we'll move forward. Well, he got ticked off. I said, I'm not doing it. Well, he got ticked off because she said, if my man of God said, he's not going to do it until you get saved, we're not getting married. Oh, you don't hear me? See, if the truth be told, a lot of y'all in trouble today because you wouldn't hear the man of God. Oh, you don't hear me? And so she was willing to uncompromisingly obey. That same sister came to me and said, Pastor, you know, she's very educated. She said, I have an opportunity to get a higher paying job, but they want me to move out of town. And I'm not one of those guys that's, you know, I'm progressive. I don't want to hold people back, but I prayed about it. And God said that wasn't what she was supposed to do. And so I said, I don't care how much money they paying you, just hold down. God's going to pay you well here. Guess what? She turned the job down. Well, today, right now, she's one of the first female managers at U.S. Steel and getting paid. Now, what I'm really trying to tell you is when you obey God, you never go wrong. What if Elisha would have said to God, go by a brook? A brook? See, you know how we do ravens bringing me bread and flesh from a bird every day. I'm tripping. I need to call my prayer partner. Now, you pray on this. God told me to go down here. Talking about going down into Sheridan by a brook. And there he's going to command. You know, we can talk ourselves out of success. I'm telling you, if you'll learn how to follow God uncompromisingly, yeah, sometimes he'll lead you to some difficult paths. But I guarantee you, he'll deliver just like he said. Because as soon as this man obeyed God and got in place, Lord have mercy, once he got in position, he was ready for the blessing. Can I stop and just give you a little analogy? My pastor used to say all the time, there's a little story that I've been telling my church, you know, about the popsicle man. Y'all remember popsicle man? Used to be a time when you hear, you know, as a little kid, when the popsicle man would roll around, you know, you could be playing, minding your own business, and you didn't even have to see it. All you had to do was hear sound. And upon that sound hitting your ear, you would respond. And your response would be, the popsicle man is coming. Give me some money, because the popsicle man is coming. Now, at the sound, you hadn't seen him yet. All you know is he's somewhere around. You get that money, and you go and wait, because you know sooner or later he coming on your block. And you don't want him to come on your block and you not be prepared. But that's all I'm trying to tell you. I hear the sound of the abundance of rain. And God is saying, I'm going to take care of my people if they would get in position. And all you got to do to get in position is develop your ear to hear God and to obey God even if it's strange.